Hello everyone. This is going to be a early reading for 2026. I just want to tap into the energies for the year, and after the heavy 2025 we have, most of the year was turbulent, a lot of ups and downs, heavy energies, a lot of tests and lessons for most of us. So I just thought, let's look at what 2026 is likely to bring. This is a collective reading. I'll do sign-wise readings a little later, maybe in next 2-3 weeks, but I just wanted to tap into the energies and share what the year looks like for you guys. I'll start with the Wisdom of Oracle. We'll pull out an overall energy. We'll pull out the tarot and see what messages come through. I'll clarify the tarot if I need to, and I'll close with the tea leaf oracles as the final messages. So I've already done this once. Somehow it did not record thanks to Mercury retrograde. So let's see. Also, I get a sense that 2026 is likely to be a much easier year. I think a lot of things that you started in 2025 will reach their peaks or conclusion in 2026, bringing out the results or fruits, or you'll have those heavy cycles closing, and light new beginnings happening in a more positive sense. But let's see what we have. Okay, so we have Imagine, number 20. So whereas this year would have felt so far as really testing, and you would have felt abandoned at a lot of times by people around you, 2026 seems to be a year where energies are gentle. If you look at this card, there's so much peace and resonance around it. There's a woman reaching out and pulling the moon down like a balloon with the string. So it's like everything that you have dreamt of or thought of is within reach this year. That's what's coming to my mind. Let's see what tarot has to say, and we'll talk more about that. So I'll do 4 cards. We'll see what the current energies or overall energies are. We'll pull out what is blocking you, and then we'll pull out an advice and outcome card as well to see where things can head. So, Ace of Wands, definitely new beginnings. I was saying that this is a year where old cycles close and something new begins. So we open up with an Ace of Wands. Blockages, our definition of happiness or friendship, or whatever our definition of having good times been in the past. Looks like there's going to be a big change in perspective that would be required. Enable to manifest or make the most of this new beginning that comes with Ace of Wands. Is a passionate new beginning. It can be a passion project. It can be something absolutely new that you start doing and end up giving maximum time of yours to. Advice is to go within, and a lot of big cards here. So let's start with Ace of Wands. So the card itself, Ace of Wands, traditionally in tarot is a passionate new beginning, an offer or seed being planted in terms of something that you really enjoy doing. It can be, Wands are typically your entrepreneurial activities or things that you do by yourself. It can be work for some people depending upon how passionate you feel about it. It's likely to be in your work vocation space, and not, because I really don't see much of water energy till we hit the outcome, which also is just showing fulfillment here. So this is more about what you do or what you want to do in life. Let's say you have been in a job for past 10-15 years and you've always felt that you wanted to work for yourself. 2026 may bring that spark of an idea that you take up, and when you pursue it, you actually realize that you are good at it, and it also becomes big and pays you well. So, and when you make such transitions, and that's why Three of Cups is in the blockage, because the way you look at fulfillment or happiness or celebration or enjoyment, it changes, right? Because when you are in a job, even though it can be stressful, toxic, whatever, right, but there's still a limitation in terms of how much you're responsible for. When you do something of your own, it is all on you. In fact, you have responsibilities of sometimes other people also that you hire to help you build that. So taking on that extra responsibility and still feeling the enjoyment, and how to look at fulfillment would have to change, and that's where this comes in. But we'll clarify and see if something more comes in. But to me, it looks like it's your perspective of what happiness means to you that needs to change here. The Hermit in the advice, I think when you get this idea, it is usually anyways said that when you start something, keep it quiet, get to a place and then share. Fun, because you can get discouraged when people criticize or say that this can't be done. And second, sometimes people just get jealous of you, so you may want to draw in your energies and focus on making things work first before you go out and announce it to the world. Be careful who you share it with, and also that the kind of energy that you will have to divert to nurture this seed, you may not have time to socialize or go around, meet friends and family as much. You might devote most of your time and energy to this. Your immediate family, you definitely should kind of make time for and figure out balance there, but your socializing activities might come down, and it's okay. I mean, there are phases when you have to put in work and in order to build something and prioritize things. I think it is that time for you. With the Temperance and High Priestess in the outcome, it is about perseverance. It is about trusting that what efforts you are putting in will show result. You may not have everything which is data led, or you may not have everything logically explained or answered for what you are trying to do. So you may have to accept a lot of things which you feel intuitively in your gut, and you feel like, okay, this is how it should be, and you chase that, things will work out. But don't give up on it too soon. Don't expect that you try something today and the first go it will work. You may have to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 takes on it, but it will work out in the end. So let's clarify. I'll start with the Ace of Wands and see if there is anything more to it. So whatever this is hidden at the moment. I think since it's going to be that spark of an idea that comes suddenly, I think we can't see what it is going to be as of today, and it is going to bring a big ending for you before this new thing starts. So it can be that you are in the middle of some kind of ending and you come up with this idea, or this idea would trigger an old cycle to close abruptly and quickly. Let's see what the Three of Cups is about. Let's clarify the Three of Cups. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles, you might be very focused on, almost have a tunnel vision on what you are trying to do, and in the process you might be ignoring someone who's an expert in the field and can help you. So keep that open in your mind, that you may want to keep it quiet in terms of what you're doing and not share with many people, but you have to reach out to the people who can help you and take their help. So blocking people out who can help you build what you are building is not going to be a good thing to do. Let's clarify the Hermit. Okay. Going within is going to help you manage any kind of phases of indecision, or making choices that will come, and it comes every day in work wherever we are. But then when you're building something from scratch, the decisions are that much more bigger, and like I said, you may not have data and logic for everything. With the High Priestess there, you might have to make some calls basis what you feel is best at the moment, and that's where you'll need to go within to process and organize your thoughts so that you can take that call of what next and how to go about those kind of decisions. Okay, we have more water energy. We have another card of intuition. Queen of Cups. So going within is going to help you also find that passion and direction of going forward as to where and what needs to be done as next steps. It comes very quickly to you when you go within and spend some time with yourself. You would also get the right nudges and messages when you go within. But what with the Temperance and High Priestess, these cards also say is that be patient and grab onto the opportunities. Like I said, you may need to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tries to get there. So don't give up, because the moment you're giving up might be the very next one, might be the one that works out. So have faith in yourself, be graceful and hold space for yourself while you do this. There will be failures, but keep going and you'll find success. So let's pull out some closing messages from the Tea Leaf Oracle and see what more universe has to share about the year that's coming in. Do let me know if this format works for you guys, because then I'll follow the same for individual signs. Also, I'll try to post in a more detailed 2026 reading towards the end of this year, closer to the beginning of the year. Okay, dealings or relationships with an older man. I think this is more to do with that King of Swords that came up here, where you might need to kind of take help of someone who is there. You might come up with this idea on a vacation, or you may take a small break between what you're doing and what you want to do. Get back to basics. Starting something new is pretty much that. You have to start from the very beginning there. And that would mean that doing something that you used to do, say 10 years ago, or at the beginning when you started working. Weeping Willow, family sorrow. We also have January and July with it. So these might be the months that bring in some churn in the family. I don't see any other things which actually worry me. It can be just a small hiccup or some kind of, and we also have involvement with law. So it can just be, say you get a ticket for overspeeding, or it doesn't seem like something big, but it is something which can bring a little bit of disruption. So let me just pull out one more and see what comes in, and we'll close with that card. Okay, so we have Pale, time to get out of a situation. I think whatever you're doing today probably is something which has run its course and needs to be left behind, and hence the world here to close the cycle. And whenever you close something and begin there is some bit of sorrow or discomfort or grieving that comes along with it. because just because you're doing something new and exciting doesn't mean that you won't miss what you have been doing. So that's all I have for you. Hope this helps, and I'll be back soon.